Damn it. Oh, no! I cracked the code. Let's go! Damn, I'm tripping. Not even focused. Let's go!
All right, bro, let's hop straight into it. We got our 6 patterns laid out onto 2 layers of denim. Waistband is laid out as well, but I make one from scratch anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You wanna make sure your grain is going this way so everything is constructed properly. I'm chalking up my back pattern just like normal, but when I get around to the bottom, I start to flare it out, and I'm flaring like crazy. And the same thing for the thigh and the other side. Close that thing up. And then roughly the same thing for the front panel as well. You know, the thigh and the hip right next to the pattern. But then once I hit a little under the knee, I stop. And that's where I start drawing in where I'm gonna cut off to slash to put onto my back panel to make my curved side seam. And I'm trying to cut these things off, bro, but somebody handed me the scissors of eternal despair and agony, bro. It took so long. But once I get that thing cut off, I put it next to my back seam and it kind of fits perfect with my flare. The chalk that's hidden under the flare, I readjust that just to make sure none of my seams come up short. And now I'm just using my yoke to flare my front panel. Trace that line up, and really that's that, bro. That's how you manipulate a regular like straight leg pattern to be a curved side seam.
All right, before we get to the actual business, I just want to double check. Let me see. Back panel, front panel, yoke, back pocket, fly situation. And then I'm going to do my waistband last. Well, I hope this thing work out. It's a beautiful looking pattern. But it'd be so crazy if I spend all this time and it don't work out. We don't even think about that. Like, look at it. It's fitting. Everything fitting together. Why wouldn't it work?
It's day 2 on these Boro all over curved side seam. Y'all seen the title of the video, bro. Y'all know what it is. I just woke up, took my girl to work. I finished cooking up like 4 pairs of pants. Here, I'll show y'all a pair. I'll go ahead and show y'all a little pair. Y'all see those? Just a little chill vibe, distress all the way down the sides, both sides. I backed it with like a white knit and then dyed it. So these are like a little breathable vibe, skinny vibe. I know I usually don't do the skinny pants, but you know, this is some chill. I seen the young folks, the youngest getting back into the skinnies and whatnot. I said, let me play. Can I play? Can I drop a few on y'all? Let drop a few. But yeah, if y'all stay the whole video, y'all will also see like I'm cooking up. What? How many am I cooking up? I'm cooking up like 8 pairs of pants right now, bro. So y'all stay the whole video. Y'all also see those by the time the video's over. But on these Boro all overs, curved side seams. The next thing I need to do, bro. So usually y'all seen the other videos where I try to do Boro and the fabric be lifting up on me, be throwing it back on me and whatnot. I need to try a different method. Instead of using temporary glue and just trying to get the distressing off like right off the bat, I need to go get some permanent glue, bro. I'm gonna go get some permanent glue, hit it with the permanent glue, let it dry and whatnot. And then once it dries, then I'm gonna try, bro. You know what I mean? Cause I feel like we'll just have to see, bro. Really just have to see. I'll catch y'all at the Walmart. Let me get ready to go to the store so we can glue them up.
All right, we here at the Walmart. I left my camera, so we on the iPhone. Let's go ahead and get this permanent spray. That temporary ish. Let's do it. Oh. If y'all ever see me in public, I'm always running. Gotta get it done. Gotta make it happen. Oh. Okay, right here. Not this stuff. This is the basting spray, temporary spray. We need the good stuff. That's the front. Let me go ahead and get one of these while I'm here. Yeah, that's it. Just these. Ooh. Forgot my wallet in the car, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Oh. One just opened up for us. Let's see what the price is talking about. Bro, we gotta do something about this, bro. We
can't keep letting the prices get crazier and crazier. All right, so I get back to the store and I lay my fabric down all nice, but then I get to thinking about it, bro. How did I thrift this tube of fabric?
But I wonder what this thing was though, because it's like, why is it a tube? Like a tube? Who's selling tubes of fabric? Where I gonna get a tube? I need to pick up another tube. It's 20 a tube.
I don't know, bro. It just make you get to thinking. But our next step is to lay our patterns down onto our preferably cotton fabric, and then we're just gonna spray those things up with that basing spray, tack them down. Every single pattern, bro. I done got myself into what I would like to call a sticky situation. I'm sorry, y'all.
All right, so I got all the patterns cut up, got the Boro fabric on top of the patterns, but every single one of them got just a little bit of denim left off. So I'm gonna take these off cuts, go ahead and fix that.
All right, now that my big patterns are situated, I'm situating my tiny patterns along with some extra denim that I know I'll need to like make the little pocket blend spot, and I don't know, just extra denim. You can never have enough denim, more denim.
All right, y'all, that is most of the pre-preparation. Now that we got that out the way, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these off camera, and I'll catch y'all at the sewing machine. Well, yeah, I'll catch y'all at the sewing machine when it's time to sew these up.
Oh, now that we got all the patterns situated, I need to go get a pen from Walmart so I can like draw on the Boro lines. But I was gonna wait till my girlfriend gets off of work, you know what I mean? It's like in an hour or so. But until then, I just been like working on other pants and stuff like that. And here's another pants, actually. I told y'all if y'all stay, y'all was gonna get some denims, bro. Come on now, don't play. Bro, I've imagined these in my head since high school, bro. I always had this idea like throwing them on some big shorts or some pants, but not with this seam. I found this seam through, I mean, I always knew how to do it for real. I think I found out about it through like a Virgil piece or something, but Dulce 1000, bro started using it a lot. And so I used that seam on it, and I'm messing with these, bro. These are hard, these are very hard. On the front, it just looks like a regular distress patch. 360 on the leg, 360 on the leg. You get the whole nostalgia cross. Don't play with them. Don't play with them. That's that. I'm gonna go get a pen from Walmart whenever my girl gets off. It's day 4. Pen. Bro, I ain't do nothing yet. I ain't do nothing day 3. I'm not gonna lie. I just copped the pen. I copped the pen and I got some more temporary spray, but that's all I really did. Today I'm finna lock in. I'm finna go ahead and sew the yoke to the back seam, I'm finna go ahead and sew the yoke to the back panel, the whole back panel to the whole side panel, so I can draw on those lines and we can go ahead and distress it up. No games today.
So first we sewing that yoke to that back panel. A little more seam allowance than usual. I use 3/4, and then we're doing that for both panels. After, you wanna take that thing to the iron. You know what to do, get them flat Stanley, press them up, both sides. Next, we're gonna cut off a little bit more than half of the bottom seam allowance. Next, we fold the big seam down to the little seam, and then down one more time. I use a little spray to help. You might need a little motivation. Press them with the iron for good luck, and I hit them with one top stitch on the top, flip him over, one top stitch on the bottom. Y'all flat felling, I see y'all going crazy. Did that to both patterns, and now we can go ahead and sew up the side seams.
Okay, so everything pretty much fits, except right here at the end, you can see my front pattern is just a smidge bit bigger than my back pattern. I was just gonna cut the bottom hem, but now I think I might take this opportunity to throw a cool dart in somewhere. Yeah, let me cook up this dart and then I'll show y'all where I'll put it at. And then we can cook it up. All right, so now that we know the patterns work, bro, I was about to just throw the dart in, but I need the pockets, bro. Let's situate the pockets.
So we'll start out by cutting out where the pockets will be in the front pattern. And then we lay those on top of that extra denim I was talking about. Yeah. And then we cut another piece that extends roughly 1 inch around the curved part. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and trace myself out a pretty decent sized pocket pouch. Y'all know need a spot for that ish. And then we go ahead and cut them out as well. Get myself a nice another little empty spot on the denim. Cut out another pocket pouch. Cut out another pocket pouch. Y'all see what's going on. 2 pockets. I'm gonna take the front part of the pocket. I need to cut out this batch that I cut out on the pattern. Then I'm gonna place the bigger one on the back of the pocket. Just like that. I don't know what's up with this accent, but y'all see what's going on. Now assemble!
Damn, I'm realizing I did it wrong, bro. Because you're supposed to have it on the outside, then flip it to the inside, leaving the top stitch. Or leaving the... Damn it! All right, let me take this seam apart and then flip them around to the other side.
So I had to cut myself another front of the pocket pouch after I seam tore him to shreds. But bro, this one's a little funky. I couldn't get him sitting right. So of course I had to cut another.
Now we're back to where we're supposed to be with the pockets sewn on to the outside, all right? On both patterns. I had to recut this one, bro. That John gave me hell. But now I'm gonna go ahead and take this, flip it to the inside, and then top stitch it. And I guess I'll go ahead and iron it down first, just so it doesn't give me any issues. Just like that, nice and tight. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do this to the other leg. And now I'm gonna just go ahead and hit another one right beside them. Just cause you can never be too secure. All right, now that I got my pocket on there nice and square and wear and layer, I'm gonna take this back part of the pocket and then you place it just like that. And then you sew up the outside and then bar tack right here and then right here on top.
This denim was a little too soft and slippery, bro. It's not on my side, like, at all.
I ain't gotta use some pins.
Pinned them up around the edges, and that secured them in place. Gave me a lot better chance to sew them up first try, which I did.
Bro, I wanna make sure I get this thing perfect. I'm gonna fumble with this one, I ain't gonna lie. Or not fumble, but I'm gonna fumble around with them because I'm gonna make sure I ain't messing nothing up. Fabric's so light, bro. Now y'all know why I work with denim. I hate working with light fabrics. I'm not gonna lie, they been kicking butt. And now we tacky, and then we do the other leg. And then I think we can do the back pockets, y'all. And there y'all go. That's how you do a front pocket. Oh wait, shit, I forgot to tack this one. Now that is how you do a front pocket. I'm gonna go ahead and do this other leg and then I'll catch y'all whenever it's time to do the back pockets.
First off, we're marking 2 lines right at the top of our back pocket. 1 at 1 inch and 1 at 1/2 inch. Get our iron, we're gonna iron that inch down. Then we're gonna fold that 1/2 inch down to the inch. Iron them again. Iron them again. Bro, this iron does whatever it wants to.
Bro, this damn iron got a mind of its own. Just steam, please, steam. There it go. Ha 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 ha. Bro, really got a mind of his own. That's gonna have to do, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and top stitch these Johns, 1, 2, and then we can situate the sides and edges. Holy, bro, I'm in here busting a sweat. This iron doing devious work on me. But now to situate these old back pockets, take my marker, take my back pocket. I'm gonna mark a 1/2 inch around all the edges. Connect all these points. All right, and now I take both of these that I've taken the 1/2 inch on, right? I don't know if y'all can see that. The white balance may be a little off. But we're gonna take both of these and then we're gonna iron the edges down to the back. I'm about to spill sauce on y'all. I'm about to show y'all my genius way of getting pockets on here, bro. Well, on here, bro. And don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Make them come watch the video, bro. Don't go around spilling my sauce, brother. Make them come watch the video. But look, this is my pattern, right? So I put my pattern down. I put a pocket down, right? I line my actual pattern that I'm gonna sew up. I lined it up to the yoke, to the crotch, all that good jazz. And then I pulled them back, sprayed my pocket, right? Threw this on there, pat, pat, pat. I sewed me a pocket on, got this one on. Now I can do the same thing with my pattern. So I put this one down. Oh, I'm gonna put this pocket down, make sure it's all even. Now I'm gonna get my pattern from over here, my other back panel. I'm gonna lay this down on top of this one. Make sure everything matches up, my yokes, my crotches. All right, so now that I know that's gonna match up, I can pull this back, spray this. Be precise with this spray, man. You don't want this spray going everywhere. And then I can pat this one down. And boom. Now we got 2 perfect pockets. Come on, man. Like I said, don't go around spilling my sauce, man. Come watch this video, man.
And we sew those back pockets up just like normal. 1 top stitch right around the edge. And then another one right beside that, maybe like 1/2 inch inside of that one. Bar tack the top. That's that.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Dang, I'm dark. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm pooped. I'm about to take a little break, probably smoke a little schmetter, come back, sew those side seams up. Yeah. Oh, I gotta throw that dart in there. But I'm gonna throw that dart in there, sew those side seams up, then we can draw those lines. I need those lines. I need those lines drawn on there tonight. Yes. You ready? Let's do it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I sewed the dart off camera. I sewed the side seam off camera. I top stitched it off camera. I'm a little winded. I just had to help my stepdad move a washer and the dryer. Now I need to bust some of these lines up, bro. I need to bust some of these lines up. I have to. Before the day's over, I have to. As many as I can get. All right, so the whole reason I had to stitch them up beforehand is because down here where the seam like curves, I wanted the lines to still be able to be straight. You know what I mean? So now that we got that done, let's go ahead and get some of these lines in. And really, bro, I'm not feeling confident about this glue holding up to the distressing. So I'm gonna have to stitch them first. I'm gonna have to stitch them before I distress them, bro. I didn't want to do that, but oh well.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know how to draw lines an inch apart from each other. I'm gonna take a little voiceover break, play all this little tune. Y'all enjoy it.
I don't care to say what I think. No, they just gon' hate. All they know my fate. All they know my fate. Like speed, I'm where they came. Like speed, I'm where they came. I wanna do something new. Cause I'm tired of feeling the same. I'm tired of feeling the same. Tired of feeling the same. I'm tired of feeling this pain. Tired of feeling the rain. I'm tired of feeling the rain.
Bro, I just realized. So this pen, it has 2 sides. Water soluble, and air soluble. I'm using the air soluble side, so this means this is timed. I'm not really sure on the time limit, but it's timed.
And I wanna hear everything that you feel you wanna. And I wanna hear everything that you feel you shouldn't say. And I know I care about money too much, but it's pay to play. I'm just trying to get what we deserve and take back what we made. And we all know the world fate fucked up this stage. But we all wake up and we do the same thing. The way the world be moving, I hope we gon' be okay. I look at the future and I'm halfway afraid. We was on the right track.
Here y'all go, bro. Y'all get the idea. I'm not gonna lie. I feel crazy all over, bro. The gym and sewing these up and the washer dryer, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm finna go eat some good chili. And I might just call it a night, bro. I might do some of these lines off camera, but I'm not gonna lie. It's not looking like I will. But I will catch y'all. Day 5, day 4 was very successful.
All right, Ed, back that shit up on me. Okay then. Oh, that's a little too much. Something don't feel right, bro. What I want for breakfast? Nah, bro. Forget breakfast. Something ain't right, bro. Let me go check these pants.
No! Just as I suspected yesterday, bro. I knew I shouldn't have did it, bro. Oh my God. None of the marks are really still there. You can barely see them, bro. I'm finna see if I can scrounge together a little bouillon, smoke me a little morning bouillon and come back, redraw them, I guess.
So then I had to resituate those lines, but I'll spare y'all the time of that. And then I had to sew them on.
Camera just literally did me the worstest of ways, bro. But y'all see what we got going on. We got everything all sewed up. All my stitches looking nice and clean. We got all the threads torn off and stuff. We in there. But bro, I completely forgot to stitch up my pocket before I sewed them on. Cause like if I stitch it now, bro, it'll stitch completely through the pocket and the pants. So we don't want that. So I'm gonna just do a little edge up outside situation, see what that's gonna look like, you know what I mean? But now I'm gonna go ahead and draw the lines on the other pair, cause it only took me like 30 minutes to stitch the lines up, bro. I thought it would take longer. I'm gonna draw the lines on the other one, then get some stuff done around the house, and then I got a surprise for y'all when I get back. All right, y'all, we back in this thing. Got one leg finished up. Got two legs finished up. We ready. Y'all see what's going on. We productive today. But since I got those inch lines in there, I was thinking about going in with some more 1/2 inch lines in between those, just randomly throughout the pants. But before we get to that, bro, I told y'all I had a surprise for y'all. And if you guessed it was some new denim, you halfway correct. You halfway correct. These are a little Boro flare vibe. Not Boro flare like the last one, but flare plus Boro. It's just a little like, I don't even know what you want to call this, bro. A little incline up the back. I'll see what's going on, bro. We got a little cheetah print vibe with a little zebra print. These are hard, bro. I saw this, I was like, bro, it's another synthetic knit and it's stretchy. I was like, ain't no way this gonna work. Luckily, bro, this one worked. And I still got some more left over to do some more. So y'all know it's finna go down, bro. I gotta make some crazy ones. But aside from that, the other half of the surprise, bro, I am about to drop all these denims that you see in my videos, bro, plus a few more. I'm about to drop all those in the collection, plus some t-shirts. Bro, y'all be showing so much love to the videos. The least I can do is drop some clothes for y'all to actually wear and, you know, don't make them all crazy prices and just bless y'all, bro. And dang, something in my throat, bro, my fault. But what was I about to say, bro? Oh yeah, if you really been tapped in with Unc, if you really been locked in with Unc, bro, you will be getting some money back. I promise you that, bro. If you've been engaging with me and like really tapped in and locked in, commenting, and you gonna get some money back if you wanna cop something. So y'all stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and get back to these Boro all over curve side seam. Bro, there's too many design elements. I need to think of a name for these. Drop a name for these in the comment, bro.
I guess Unc don't know more than one person can comment, but either way, I spent the rest of the day drawing some more lines in between those inch lines and then sewing those up.
Bro, holy cannoli. I just woke up. Y'all don't be looking at my man goodies, bro, but I sold the rest of the 1/2 inch lines a little bit last night, some this morning, but we're finally done, bro. Oh shit, I dropped the iron. But after 3 days of sewing these lines, bro, we can finally say that we're done. I gotta go ahead and start distressing them now, but I do have to work the store today as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my table, get my patterns, my Dremel, get all that situated in the car, and then I'll catch y'all whenever it's time to distress. We're here at the store, and luckily the sun isn't even that beaming today. Usually, bro, it'd be like, I'm here till 7 and the sun be beaming all day, and it'd be like 5 o'clock. I go out there, it's still beaming, but it just be like, that's the only time I can get some distressing in kind of comfortably. I still be sweating from my neck and shit. But it's chill today, so I'm finna go out there and get at it, bro. I just bust down on some chicken salad chick. I would show y'all, but there's nothing to show. I tried to save a little bit, but I smashed on that bit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. But I'm about to hit this Benjamin one time, take this table outside, get to it.
Now we just hitting that thing hard as we can. But not literally though, bro. You actually kind of want to be light with the Dremel because that's how you break threads. That's how your Dremel gets all caught up in it. Bro, someone DM'd me recently. They were like, how do I not break the threads? You gonna break the threads, bro. If you absolutely don't want to break any threads, you're gonna want to glue it on with some Elmer's glue, then sew it up. But the Dremel always get caught up for me like that. But here we're just distressing all the negative space, all the white space, trying not to break threads, but inevitably breaking some. To add insult to injury, tangles as well.
All right, bro, the sun started beaming. I'm gonna give all my equipment a rest. But nah, I figured out some sauce, bro. So I think next time, like not this pair, but next time I borrow, I'm gonna borrow like with a layer over something. Huh? That probably sounded crazy. So whenever I was doing the area around the pocket, bro, the sun is cooking me right now. It's making my brain eggs. Whenever I was distressing the spots around the pockets, it seemed like since I had the extra layering of pocket under the spot that I was distressing, it was just blowing through it, bro. And my Dremel wasn't getting this caught. So that might be the method, bro. I might have to do another video with some Boro where I'm like, I cracked the code. Bro, now that I'm back on the inside looking at this thing, I said that I was gonna like stitch around all the edges. I don't know. I might just instead cut off all the excess white space on the edge. You know, I'm gonna distress it a little bit, but cut off all this excess white space. And then that way it'll make the jeans look more layered. Like all this space right here, all this space right here on the outside. I'm gonna just cut that off. But yeah, I don't let my equipment rest up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and distress up the other pattern now.
Y'all heard Funky Unky, we ain't off the clock yet. Get to it. So I finished those things up and that was the last task for that day. I started the next morning cutting out that extra space I was talking about on the edges, and just like anyone else would, with a little brain rot. But this one had me reconsidering my actions.
Right. No, literally. Yes, that's what I was setting. 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 Right. No, literally. Yes, that's what I was setting. That's what I was setting.
That's the video that makes me stop scrolling.
I scroll and I hit a video like that, bro. I'd be like, what's really going on, bro? I'm paying this lady for this. Of course, you know, she's still getting her creativity off and hoorah, hoorah, like let her do that. But I'm paying this lady for this. Let me lock in and focus on me getting paid. So I started going stupid on cutting this little negative space out on the edges.
All right, so I just finished up cutting all the denim spots that I want cut out. And now instead of just looking like one layer of fabric and the denim is under it, like it'll look like the layer on, bro, I can't really explain it. Y'all just have to wait till the end to see. But next thing I want to do on these is sew up some vertical lines. But I also have to sew on some lines for another Boro pair that I have to do. So I'm gonna have to put these on pause. Bro, what am I spitting for? I'm gonna have to put these on pause, bro, because it's not like I can even like wash right now anyway. We just got a new washer and dryer. We still got to set them up. Ain't no rush, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and get on that other pair of Boro, but I will catch y'all whenever I get back to these. Hopefully it can still be like later today, later tonight or something. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I just finished the TikTok, just showing off what I've been working on. If y'all want to see the pieces early, follow me on IG or TikTok. That's where you might catch, you know, a video before the video's out type deal. I done got myself together, bro. I'm situated. Let me see if I can go ahead and, you know, see how many vertical lines I can sew up before we have to go back to the store. All right, y'all. I left my batteries in the store, my camera batteries, so I don't know how much y'all will be able to see before it dies on me. But first thing first, I'm gonna go ahead and take my temporary basic spray. Hold on. I'm gonna take this temporary. I said the Benjamin. I said the A link. Yeah. I'm gonna take this temporary quilting spray and then spray down all these spots that came up whenever I was distressing and cutting, just so they don't give me more issues on the sewing machine and whatnot. So just a little tiny spot like that. Put it back down. Nothing too crazy. I just really hate pens, y'all, not gonna lie. Now that I got everything glued down, I'm gonna take my pen, take my ruler, go ahead and mark some vertical lines. Not too many. I still want there to be way more horizontal ones than vertical ones. Let's just get them in there. And then also, before my camera dies, if I'm not able to show you guys me sewing, whenever I do the vertical lines, I'm also gonna take these strips and I'm gonna sew these down the vertical lines, kind of like I did in the, what video was it? Was it Paradox Paris? Yeah, the Paradox Paris video.
Line him up. Line him up.
All right, so luckily I didn't make it. Here we go, guys. We looking right, we looking, yeah.
You all, this is Dana.
All right, y'all, I'm here at the store. Aunt had that momentum in them today. Aunt had that motion in them because we finished up both of them. Yeah, y'all see what's going on. So, I'm gonna distress these Johns. I started distressing them yesterday, but I gotta get a good session in on them. That's, I ain't gonna show y'all a little too much. Y'all gotta wait, bro, because y'all be leaving my video, bro. Why y'all don't stay and watch Unc, bro? Unc ain't. Now let me stop. I know I know I'm him. Yeah, let me wait till the sun chills out, bro, because it is literally beaming outside. I know the sun will literally cook me right now, bro. Just thinking about it make me start sweating and itching, bro.
So I managed to get out there and work on these other boros I was working on, regardless of the heat, absolutely driving me mad, bro. And actually, I need to stop calling everything a boro, because this isn't even a boro. I think just because I'm stitching it on and stressing it off, it's a boro. It's not. So the way these work is I stitched on some lines and they all intersect, making shapes, and then I distressed the outline of the shape right before I hit the stitch. And then you can peel those off, leaving for a pretty interesting pattern. After that, we got back to the curved side seam boros, and on these, I'm just busting up the edges. All those edges that I cut up, I'm busting them up. Here's what it looks like clean compared to what the edges busted up. So I finished those up on all the legs, and that made another successful day. We knocking them out.
Morning. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. After cooking these damn pants up for a whole week straight, I hope we can start wrapping things up this week. All I really got to do is sew some more lines on there, sew them up, sew the waistband on, do the wash. So I guess let's get some more lines on there.
So I was about to sew a line straight up all the edges that I just busted up the day prior, but then I realized quickly, bro, that wasn't the vibe I was going for at all. When I got back into it, I figured it would take longer, but I just zigzagged up every single edge, bro, all 4 of them. I wasn't really tripping on how long it took though, because it was a peaceful morning, and now I got some Foo Fighters lore in my brain.
Out of her head she sang.
Davis said, quote, that song is about a girl that I'd fallen in love with, and it was basically about being connected to someone so much that not only do you love them physically and spiritually, but when you sing along with them, you harmonize perfectly.
All right, bro. Now that that's done with, we got every side zigzagged up on each leg. But let me drop some technical sauce on y'all real quick, bro. I figured out, if you got a Juki Industrial, you know that this little bubble here is the oil indicator. It shows how much oil is being pumped through the machine. I saw this video recently, bro. I ain't gonna act like I already knew the sauce. I just figured out the sauce. Industrial machines are best used, or even are intended to be used at super high speeds. Basically, I'm just one person. I'm just home sewing by myself, bro. It's not gonna be used at high speeds that many times. Like, I'm talking about even higher speeds than when I'm zigzagging, bro. So once a week for about 30 to 60 seconds, they say you just want to pump it. Pump it until you start to see the juice jumping in here, bro. Once you see the juice jumping, my stepdad just crunk up his motorcycle. Once you see the juice jumping in here, bro, you will notice a difference when you get down on this sewing machine. But now that that's done, bro, I think I'll probably hit the gym, get a pumping. And then after that, we can get back on it and get some more lines in between these lines, right? And I think we can go ahead and start sewing them up, bro, so we can get this wash get right, bro. I'm excited. So it's been like a day and a half. Haven't touched the pants, but I have still been working, bro. I've edited the dookie out of this video. I hit my manufacturer. I got some drip incoming. We got that new washer, like I said, so I gotta put those in the color remover today. Hopefully I can get those color removed and bleached today. And me and my girl are about to go on a trip soon, so I definitely have to finish these up. New cop. Let me know if y'all messing with it. I figured out all of these things are made in Nepal. I need to know the lore behind it.
I had to take a break from the curved side seam boros, bro. I had to get this color remover ready for these other pants, bro. This drop is about to be so hot. Kind of like this water. But after that, we're gonna do a little Rit color remover, not sponsored. Rit, you will rule the day. Once I get that powder in there and stir it up, I'm dropping these denims in there as slow as I possibly can, bro. Cause this thing's about to fill to the top. I'm not gonna be able to get much movement in there. So I'm dunking them slow. Alright, damn, we ain't got all day, huh? Hurry up. When it was time to pull those things out the water, I used a little peculiar method, I'm not gonna lie. So they were so heavy that I just used the weight and the momentum and just spun around to get me a further distance, bro. I promise this is a big brain 400 IQ play. This is a smart one, I think. And then I pour the water out, wrung them all out, and trying to wring them out good too, because I don't want none of this color remover in my mom's new washer.
I got the pans in the dryer right now. I got a few more pots boiling up to go ahead and do that bleach bath for the rest of those denim. For these, bro, I have to get the rest of these vertical lines on here, bro. Even if I just draw them all and I don't sew one line tonight, I'm gonna draw all of them tonight. And I'm not even gonna do them like all over. I'm just gonna do them in certain spots, just like whenever I did the horizontal ones, you know?
So I locked back in on them lines, bro, and I'm talking about all the way locked in. But we ain't here to talk about how I look. Look at the progress. Yes, sir.
All right, boom, bro. That's both patterns lined up, ready to go. All I got to do now is assemble these joints, bro. Assemble these joints, throw the waistband on, and then dye them. Well, they ain't ready for these, bro, I swear. I don't even think I'm ready for these, to be honest. Bro, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I always, like, the fly part is iffy to me, you know what I mean? Like, I know how to do it, but it's not second nature. Like, whenever I sit down in the sewing machine, all this stuff that I'm doing is second nature. The fly part is not ingrained in my brain yet, so I'm gonna do it off camera. I will link the video below that I used to get my brain situated so you guys can know exactly what I did, but I'll catch y'all whenever we got the fly back together.
Y'all probably like, it's YouTuber telling me to watch a YouTube video. Damn, YouTube. But the fly is in there.
All right, y'all, it's way later in the day. I had to situate those other pants that's dyeing up right now in that dye bath, and I've been to the gym, and I had a lot going on, but now we can go ahead and get back on these Boro flares. What's the next thing I need to do? Got the fly situated. All right, now we're gonna sew up the back seam the same exact way that we sewed up the yoke onto the back pattern.
It wasn't that long ago in the video, bro. Y'all know what to do. 3/4 seam allowance straight up that seat seam, and we're gonna iron that thing flat Stanley. Cut off a little more than half of one of the seams. Iron that thing to one side. Hit them with the spray and fold. We gonna spray all the way down that john. Fold the big one over the tiny one, then fold all that down one more time. And I hit them johns with a little top stitch off camera. Y'all already know the deal with that, man. This video getting long.
Let's go! I'm feeling good today. I'm pumped up. I did all the hard work, bro. Damn, I'm tripping. It's not even focused. Let's go! I'm pumped up. I'm ready to go. Let me go ahead and situate these clothes that I'm dyeing up. Put those in the wash. Get those situated. Sew up this inseam, top stitch that. See how they're fitting, right? Once we see how they're fitting, I just gotta make the waistband and dye them, bro. Thank y'all for making it this far if you have, bro. Oh, shit. That's what it's doing to my body, bro. So thank y'all.
It's way too hot.
What would you do if you could be invisible?
Somebody tell me where can I fill up?
Bro, no more scrolling. No more scrolling, bro. I just put those clothes in the wash, the ones that was dying. Let's go ahead and get this inseam situated.
So I sat down and lined those seams up, pinned them up right near the crotch, and I got the sewing, bro, because I'm really all out of playtime.
I just heard the trash man. I heard the trash man coming down the road, so I had to run and go take out the trash. But let's go ahead. All right, let's iron this thing. Now chat. Now chat. Chat. Excuse me. Now chat. Do y'all see what's going on here, bro? Do y'all see what's going on here? These are a banger! Bro, wait till I go ahead and dye these things up, and bro, these are finna go so nuts.
All right, that's enough of that, bro. I keep on screen too long. Y'all click away from the video. Now we're just situating this waistband. I ironed out me a nice patch, and I'm measuring all the way around the waistband of my pants. I got 41.5. I take that measurement, I add an extra 4 inches. If y'all didn't know, the waist size of your pants does not equal your actual waist size. So no, I'm not a size 41. Don't get on Unk in the comments calling me big back. But now we're just doing outlines and filling them in to make a rectangle that is 45.5 by 4. Cut that john out. Now you almost got a waistband. Our next step is to take our iron and Iron it in half, like exactly in half. Then we open it back up and then we chalk up about 1/2 inch away from all the edges. Then fill those lines in. Iron those Johnnies back to the inside. Now you got a waistband. I see you cooking, To situate this waistband, I took one apart, saw that it was exactly 1 inch and that the hem on the fabric I was using was exactly 1 inch as well. The evil fashion designer in me just took that and separated that inch. And then once we did that, we drew a line straight down the middle of that John, 1/2 inch. Let the spray do its little sorcery. Then actually spray the inside and fold the edges to that inside line. Top stitch both edges and now you should have one extendo belt loop. Cut that into 6 tiny belt loops. And then I bar tack them all the way around, kind of equal distance so they'll sit under the waistband.
All right, so there we go. Bada bing, bada bang, bada belt loops. After I threw those on, bro, luckily my girlfriend had this quilter's tape. I have no clue where she got this from, bro. She just always got the equipment ready for anything. Took this quilter's tape. It's like a double-sided tape, right? I put it all across the waistband. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hopefully y'all can. All across the waistband, all the way. Type vibes, right? This will give me a better pin up on my waistband.
All right, so now I'm peeling a little bit of tape off and I'm throwing my waistband on there with about 1/2 inch of overhang hanging off. You'll see why later, but everything else is normal. We gonna put the waistband to the quilter's tape, pin them up just for some extra security, and then sew them up. 1/2 inch seam allowance just like normal. And then we put quilter's tape all along the inside. And then this is where that 1/2 inch overhang comes in handy. You wanna take it, fold it back, tack it down to that quilter's tape, pull it real taut, real nice and tight. Once you got it tight, fold it back over itself. Put some pins there to pin it up, hold it in place. And then release that tape and put the waistband down just like normal. I sewed that Johnny up and that quilter's tape made it smooth, bro. I'm talking about no issue. I'm eating. But now we just top stitch the top of the waistband all the way down to the other side and close it up just like you did the beginning.
Dang, bro, can y'all back up? Y'all all up in my personal space, bro. Can y'all just back a little bit? Thank you, bro. Bro, I'm so serious. I don't mind giving the salt. You just gotta back a little bit. Thank you. Like, it's just a top stitch. You know what you're doing. Bro, I am actually poop boots. Between getting these pants all the way done, the 4 other pair of pants I finished this morning, I guess I'll just show y'all those tomorrow. But I'm all the way poop, bro. Last thing I have to do on these, I know I gotta throw like a closure button, or I don't got no time for no button, bro, though. I don't have no button. I know one's not gonna make it here before my vacation. I'm gonna throw a little Velcro John on there for now. I'll do that tomorrow. Throw a Velcro John on there tomorrow. Show y'all the rest of the pants tomorrow. And then we can start the wash tomorrow as well. All right, bro, it's the next morning. I got some water boiling up right now to do the color remover. I had to make an executive decision, bro. I don't think I will be able to show y'all the rest, but it's really just a wash, bro. If y'all see me do the wash plenty of times, the black dusties, the brown wets, y'all already know the deal, bro. If you haven't, go watch any one of my other videos. You will definitely catch a wash, bro. But that's really about it, bro. The wash, the Velcro. As for the rest of the pants, I will show y'all the rest of the pants in another video whenever I give y'all the update about the rest of the drop. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, bro. I'll catch y'all at the reveal, bro. Thank y'all so much for 5,000 subscribers, bro. Y'all have no idea what it means to me, for real. There's no words where I can express my gratitude of, I don't know, bro, like the trials, the errors, the haters, bro. The supporters, y'all, bro, and I don't know, bro. It's so crazy, bro. It really is some video game shit. It's a quest, bro, and I will continue on this quest as far as I can, bro, no matter what happens to me. I don't care, bro. I'm gonna do it at this point. I'm dedicated. So I appreciate y'all for soaking up the sauce. Pause, but
Yeah, remember the past, because that's what made you the person you are today.
I don't care to say what I think, but they just gon' hate. All they know my fate, all they know my fate. Like speed, I'm where they came. Like speed, I'm where they came. I wanna do something new, cause I'm tired of feeling the same. I'm tired of feeling the same. Tired of feeling the same. I'm tired of feeling this pain. Tired of feeling the rain. I'm tired of feeling the rain. That shit fuel my flame. I do what I want and it won't be plain. It's some new shit every day. A lot on my plate, yeah, I'm going insane. I know shit get hard, but baby, I'm just tryna find us a way. I'm about to cop this visa, baby girl, we flying away. It's one mine and yours, tell me where you wanna stay. And I wanna hear every word that you feel you would. And I wanna hear everything that you feel you wanna. And I wanna hear everything that you feel you shouldn't say. And I know I care about money too much, but it's pay to play. I'm just tryna get what we deserve and take back what we made. And we all know the world fake, fucked up this stage. But we all wake up and we do the same thing. The way the world be moving, I hope we gon' be okay. I look at the future and I'm halfway afraid. We was on the right track where we went astray. The haters show they play, yeah, and I still remember the day. Still remember the day, yeah, I still remember the day. Still remember the day, yeah, I still remember the day. Blood for the USA, and I see the grit in your face. Blood for the USA, and they profit off that pain. Blood for the USA, ain't no love in the USA. Blood for the USA, ain't no love in the USA. Blood from the USA, ain't no love in the USA. Blood from the USA, ain't no love in the USA.